double rhyme double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the treble. Radical mind day and night all the time. 714, wise, divine. Maniac, brainiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James. Quality, I possess, some say I'm fresh. When my voice goes through the mesh of the microphone that I am holding. Copywritten lyrics so they can't be stolen if they are not. Don't need the police to try to save them, your voice will sing. So please, stay off my back, or I will attack, and you don't want that. I've got the power!
All right, everybody, welcome to The Big Picture. I am Michael Sargent. You notice something there? We went a little backwards this week. Yeah, I know. Loser. All right, we started that off this week because I kind of looked at some things, and you know what? I realized some stuff. I do have the power. And when I say I have the power, I'm going to just lay it out to you this way, people. Photography is a very frustrating thing to be into right now. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the, sunny 16 rule and shooting in direct sunlight. I know that the whole sunny 16 rule, is really supposed to be kind of helpful. All right. And I think in a lot of ways it is, but I noticed something over the weekend when I was doing a shoot. I mean, we're shooting in direct sunlight, and it is brutal, okay? It's just brutal. It was hot. It was very, I guess best way to say it was freaking miserable, okay? And, let me break down the sunny 16 rule for you, okay? It is basically a rule that's in place that helps you take photographs in bright sunlight. Okay, so just to give you a kind of a breakdown of it, in a sense. All right, on a sunny day with an ISO of 100. One sets the aperture to f16 and the shutter speed to 1/100th or 1/125th of a second. On some cameras, 1/125th second is available, the setting nearest to the 1/100th of a second. So, in short, in summary, basically what happens is, like if you're shooting ISO 100, do you see how your shutter speed is going to kind of match the ISO, all right? That's really kind of a key component with it. But, the basic rule of thumb is ISO 100, all right? 1/100th of a second. And you're generally going to have your aperture set to f16, okay? Now, the basic rule here, on a sunny day, set aperture to f16 and shutter speed to the reciprocal of the ISO film speed or ISO setting for a subject in direct sunlight. Right? Am I being clear on that? So, just, there's some variations here, like, lighting conditions. If you're, really shooting in bright sun, okay, distinct, very, very sunny conditions, the shadow detail is going to be very distinct, okay? And that's going to be at f16. Now, if you're shooting in snow, sand, you bump the aperture up to f22, and that makes it, very dark with sharp edges, okay? Slight overcast, they say f11, and it kind of softens things around the edges a little bit. f8, overcast day, your shadow detail, is barely visible, all right? And so on and so forth and down, okay? So I noticed this. Over the weekend when I was photographing, the Sunny 16 rule wasn't working too well for me. And, the imagery that I was taking, although it was okay, it wasn't as good as what I normally like to have it, when I'm producing photos. So anyway, it is what it is, and I had decided that I'm going to do something completely different moving forward when it comes to having to shoot in direct sunlight. I'll be honest with you, I hate shooting in direct sunlight. I'd take a cloudy, overcast day any day of the week rather than having to shoot in direct sun. Now, I know there's a lot of photographers out there that do it, and they're pretty good at it, but I guess I'm just not that good at shooting in that type of sunlight. So, anyway, those conditions aren't favorable for me, and I've done it in the past. I've done weddings in direct sunlight in the past. You become a shadow hunter at that point, because I always kind of like to, shoot in shadows. So, with that being said, I've given a lot of thought to some things here with photography recently. And one thing that, I really know is I've basically decided that I'm going to step things up quite a bit. Because, first off, we are in a saturated market, and everybody that owns a camera around here is a photographer. There's a lot of photo editors around here, and that to me is concerning, because I like to shoot things within the camera and have them as close to being correct as possible. I oftentimes wonder how many people actually do the same thing, because I can bang through some photographs pretty quick when I'm doing my editing, and that's because I don't have to do a lot of editing in most cases. Now, when I shoot in direct sunlight, well, that's a pain in the ass. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my game up a whole nother level. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because there's some things I need to prove to myself. And it's that there are individuals in this game, in this area, that aren't, they do a lot of business. But that does not mean that they're the best. And I'm not saying that I'm the best, but I'm saying that I know I can do a hell of a lot more than, most photographers around here. And it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, and I guess in a sense maybe I am. But if I don't toot my own horn, nobody else will. Well, there's some clients that will. But anyway, the whole intent here is to take the game up to a level that I know I can achieve quite easily, and start essentially just slaying some other photographers.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, and that starts this week.
And here we go.
I've decided that I no longer have time or patience to do the standard snapshot. I want to create iconic imagery, and I know how to do it. So I don't have time for snapshots anymore.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And the reason why I feel that way, I feel so strongly about this, is because basically some of the things that I have done, like, let's put it this way. I feel pretty good about the fact right now that I have people that are coming to me for sports portraits 4 states away. That's a reach for me, okay? This is why I've been so busy. There's a lead right now. Who's the number 1 prospect in baseball right now? He plays for the Bisons. I may be doing some photographs for Vladimir Guerrero, okay? Junior. I don't want to forget the Junior part. I've been contacted. We'll see what happens. You know why this is happening with the sports portraits? Because it is such good imagery.
Such good photography.
And it says right on my website that that's what I specialize in. That is my specialty. Headshots, sports interest photos. It's been a process for me, and it's something that I had to develop, brother. And, it's my niche. It's something that I'm working on. And, I've taken some criticism for some of the stuff that I do. But honestly, I've decided that I don't care what other people say. All right? If I wanted to hear them talk, well...
Hey, if we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You hear me? You hear me?
And as far as a lot of the other photographers go, I don't remember asking anybody a goddamn thing about what they think about my photography.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
And that's the bottom line. I'm not asking anybody anymore. I'm not going to play the nice guy. I am going to be, as far as photographer goes, it's not so much to my clients, but to other photographers. And this basically comes from the fact that I am tired of playing second fiddle to other people.
You're an asshole, you're an asshole, and you're an asshole.
So, all kidding aside, you people laugh about it. All right, maybe this is just a joke. But one thing I know is that when it comes to me doing certain things, when I set my mind to it, I always do it. I'm kind of like Steven Seagal, when I get my mind set, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to win. You know why? Because I'm hard to kill. And I have been under siege for way too long. So we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep on going. You know why? Because I'm above the law. All right, anyway. Yeah, it wasn't that funny. Well, it was kind of funny. But anyway, I've decided that it's going to be, moving forward now, and I'm not interested in listening to what anybody else has to say anymore. I'm going to do my thing, my style, my way, and we're going to promote it, we're going to market it, and let's see what happens, okay? And I know there's some people out there right now that may be listening to this, and they're probably saying, I wish he just shut his mouth.
You shut your mouth, you bastard!
Well, it can't happen because, honestly, I've taken it too many times in the old ding-ding, but from people, kicked when you're down.
All right, now, mommy, daddy button.
So anyway, we're gonna drop things, pretty big, serious here, and I'm gonna just totally start wowing people. I'm gonna go back to some of the things that I used to do when I was in film photography, back in the heyday, back in 1987, not 1989, but 1987. So you people can expect a big surprise.
You people!
Yeah. And my hope is people are going to see the imagery and they're going to say, well
now!
And, if everything goes well, they will go full bore and just basically be shell-shocked by what I am capable of doing.
Well now! What is that? What the fuck is that?
So we're hoping. We're definitely hoping. And I'm not broadcasting this to punish anybody.
I will punish all of you!
I'm going to punish you all. So anyway, just in some ways I feel that maybe I've failed people in this area.
But I have failed!
And, but I'm going to tell people I'm pretty hungry right now to reignite somewhat of a lost passion, and I'm only going to do it with specific genres of photography.
Because you were hungry.
that's why it's going to happen, people. It's time. And no toe jam here.
Toe jam.
Okay, so I am going to take just a little break here. The reason why, because I need to collect my thoughts. Okay, so here's a little Space 1999 music for you. All right, welcome back to the big picture. Okay, so I just got through saying that I was going to just totally elevate things and take it up to a whole nother level as far as, my photography goes. It's time. It's time to show everybody that, we need to do things better. Okay? Not that anything has been done bad, but, I just don't want to fall into that creative, suck again and then have to accept that. It's just not going to happen.
Oh, no! We suck again!
So, anyway, I'm kind of looking at it and, figuring that what's going to go forward is some of my best imagery. I had spoken with my partner, my buddy Jim, today, about some things that I'm going to do, and he's pretty excited for me to start doing things the way that I used to do them and creating some really dramatic imagery. So this weekend, I've got a pretty big shoot in the studio. That should be fun. It's a sports interest photo, and I really like doing them.
Always a pleasure.
That's kind of the way it is. It's always a pleasure. So anyway, just keep your eyes open, maybe. Bitch. Yeah, that's inspiring. Get a little bitch in there. So anyway, people, I've got a few minutes left here, and I guess we should probably talk a little bit about some things going on in photography. What do you think? I'd hope to get a couple of emails this week, but the bottom line with it is nobody really listens to this fucking show anyway. I just sit here and talk, and I told myself a couple of weeks ago I wouldn't be talking about politics. Politics drives me up the wall. Everybody's starting to know that now. I may be going on Scott's show again, and we'll have a talk about politics there. We'll see. Right now, I am just not doing, anything on politics. It's basically, I'm walking away from politics. I'm supporting Donald Trump, but I am walking away from politics. So, just so everybody knows, Lens Snapper, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of them. Salvatore the store or whatever, they have some bags and straps that are on sale right now, and by the looks of things, they're giving $50 off all bags and straps if you use the code 50D. Okay, so give me a second, and I will give you that website here. It's salvatorethestore.com, SalvatoreThestore.com. That may be of interest of people looking for a camera bag. Okay, I'm not looking for a camera bag, but then again, you may be. So, useful information for those in need. Okay, there's also going to be a Salvatore Cincetta is doing a free live broadcast August 14th, digital files versus printed products. Okay, you have to sign up. You sign up at sopsc.com, and they will basically, it's basically Behind the Shutters presenting this. But you can go there and sign up if you want to learn a little bit about, digital files versus printed products. Me, I'm a digital file guy that turns digital files into printed products. Let's see. One of my favorite sites is F11. Okay, they've always got some really cool shit on there. F11 News, really nice pictures. But anyway, I'm kind of looking this up right now. Jeez, here's another thing. Spectrum. Jesus Christ. Trying to load a website and it takes forever. Fuck it, you ain't getting that news this week. And that email's getting deleted. We're not playing that game. All right. Let's see. That email's getting deleted too. It's funny. I'm going through my email here while I'm talking to you guys. Interesting, huh? Well, basically, what I'm doing here is looking for relevant news. I'd saved a few things. Oh, here's a good one. There is a huge ass scam that's going around. All right. And maybe some of you have experienced in the past, you may get a text message or an email from somebody claiming, that if you're on Yelp, they may look for you on Yelp, and then you'll get a text message or an email from Yelp. And they always want to know if you offer event photography, and it's my birthday, and do you take credit cards? If you're getting them through email or text message, be very careful, okay? Because it is a scam, and I can't explain the scam to you. I just know that what ends up happening is you go to bill you run a credit card through your card scanner, and all of a sudden you end up getting billed for some bounce type thing, bounce check or something like that. So you got to be really careful with that. So anyway, it's going to be scams. You always got to watch out for scams. It's crazy. Another thing I can tell people about, Luminar 2018, which used to be MacFun. They were having a big sale. It may be over now, but it's photo editing software. Excuse me, it's been a long day. Anyway, it's pretty cool software. I have it, and I've played with it, and it's good. It's good stuff. So, get a chance, check that out. All right. So we're gonna kind of end things out a little bit quick this week. I have a lot of things to do. When don't I have a lot of things to do? Anyway, I've got photos to edit this evening, and it's time to get them done. And remember, at the beginning of the show, I played one of my closings. Well, I think what I'm going to end up doing is, going out the opposite way, because the whole show has been completely opposite, all right? So, people, take care. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I'm screwing you out of 6 minutes this week. Like that's really going to hurt your feelings, okay? You know damn well that nobody really cares and nobody really listens to this show anyway, all right? Until I get my shit together and start producing really good content, and then we'll make the show popular. But right now, I am in loser mode. All right, and that's only because I've been extremely busy doing lots of other things. All right, so until next week, when I can put on a better show for you, well, allegedly, I'm out. See ya.
I hope you got your shitting pants on.
Because you